I do believe that they whooped him. They whooped Young Vito. That's what I believe. I ain't no, nah, they got on him hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? We Brick Squad. We walk a flock of boy. You know what I'm saying? This Gucci Mane studio. Gucci rock with us, boy. We Brick. We gonna show you, boy. Candyman. You know what I'm saying? Candyman. We gonna whoop you, Candyman. And he got whooped. And I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think that Dunk was coming at him, bro. I don't think Dunk was coming at him. I think they whooped him. That was it. Oh boy, got a gun. Bow. Bust. YouTube, Ma, what's poppin', man? So we back. We back with another reaction, man. You know what I mean? Back on the second reaction channel. Y'all make sure y'all tap in on that main reaction channel, King Durham Reacts too. Cause y'all know we go crazy on the daily over there, you feel me? But hey, so today, man, we back with my boy Dose of Mystery, man. Y'all know how we get down, man. When them Dose documentaries hit, they hit, bruh. You dig? And the people wanted me to react to this one about Slim Dunkin. And I ain't gonna cap, bro. I thought I had already did one on Slim Dunkin. Rest in peace, Slim Dunkin. Straight out the city, straight out the A, you feel me? Well, College Park, whatever you want to call it. But I thought I had did one on Slim, man, but I hadn't. And this one right here got brought up. So we just gonna get into this one, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with me, man. I go by Dunn. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, tap in, like, comment, subscribe, man. And make sure you ring that bell so y'all don't be missing these bangers, man. Now, let's get in the final hours of Atlanta rapper Slim Dunkin.
December 16th, 2011. Dawn is a Friday full of potential for Mario Denzel Hamilton, aka Slim Dunkin. That morning, he was focused, energized, and ready to work on new music. Friends and fellow artists often describe Dunkin as a man of routine, dedicated to perfecting his art. So it wasn't surprising that most of his afternoon was spent at a recording studio in Southeast Atlanta. The studio was abuzz with activity, with more than 30 people moving in and out filming a music video for Gucci Mane. But as evening approached, the atmosphere in the studio changed. A disagreement arose around 5:30, which isn't uncommon in a high-stress environment like the music business. But this particular fight spiraled out of control. Persons described the scene as chaotic, a sudden eruption of anger that had something to do with the piece of candy. In a matter of moments, the situation...
Bro, I had heard that. I heard that Slim Dunkin lost his life over a piece of candy. But I don't think it was no jelly bean. I don't know why Dose put the jelly beans up there. But I think it was a good piece of candy though. Like, it was the candy that you can only find in like the hood stores. You feel me? Not saying he should have lost his life, but dang, yeah, that's crazy.
Turned fatal. Dunkin was shot, and the studio, once filled with music, was suddenly filled with screams. Dunkin's friends rushed him to the hospital, but it was too late. Mario Hamilton was pronounced deceased at Grady Memorial Hospital. Dunkin's mentors, Gucci Mane and Waka Flocka.
Bro, I believe, like, and y'all, we're gonna get through it, but you know what I'm saying? This is just on my mind. And y'all get in the comments, let me know what y'all think, y'all opinion on this. But I think, like hospitals and, you know what I'm saying? I think they treat, like, street guys how they treat people with no insurance. You feel me? Because, I mean, to be real, most street guys don't have insurance, so it's kind of the same thing. But I feel like when they, like, know your name, or they feel like you a menace, or they feel like, I don't know, man. I mean, this sounds very harsh, bro. But, like, when they feel like society probably would be better if you weren't here, I don't think they work hard to save your life. Not saying they could have saved Slim Dunkin's life. That's just always been a thought in the back of my mind. Like, when street guys get shot and then they go to the hospital, they be like, well, he went into surgery and he didn't make it. I be thinking, like, I wonder did they do all they could to save this man, bro? Probably not, bro. Because I know when King Von died, they was like, where you from? Chicago. First thing they did was call Chicago PD. They said, yeah, that's King Von. He caused a lot of havoc in Chicago. Next thing you know, Von didn't make it. It was crazy.
Both showed their respects to their fallen comrade after the shooting. Slim Dunkin was a childhood friend of Waka's and appeared on Gucci Mane and Waka's Ferrari Boys album, released the summer before his passing. Slim Dunkin was also a member of Waka's Brick Squad Monopoly. On Saturday, the day after his friend and rhyme partner was assassinated, Waka Flocka took to Twitter to express his pain. Wish it was me. My effing right hand is gone. Flocka tweeted the day after the homicide. He went on to say, damn, I feel numb. And I'm lost in reaction to the tragic news.
Oh my God.
Gucci and Waka reportedly picked up most of the cost of Slim Dunkin's funeral. Hundreds of mourners, some wearing t-shirts and sweatshirts with R.I.P. Mario Hamilton and R.I.P. Dunk, gathered at Barron Christian Church to pay their respect. The funeral provided an account of Mario Denzel Hamilton's life, including his years growing up in Detroit and New Jersey before moving to Atlanta. It was said that he loved basketball, playing with a semi-pro football team in the Atlanta area, and soon after, his passion for sports.
Hold up, though. He loved basketball, but he played with a semi-football team. I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
Went to his music. The program for the funeral, however, didn't mention the rap music Slim Dunkin was pursuing to make a name for himself. The service included biblical readings, a prayer, performances, tributes from several loved ones, a video presentation, all sorts. But noticeably absent from the program was any reference to Slim Dunkin. The program was nearly void of the stage names that are as much a part of a rapper's identity as the music itself. It even listed one of the honorary pallbearers as Joaquin Alfers, aka Waka Flocka Flame.
I mean,
but the program didn't refer to Joaquin as Waka in a special acknowledgement at the end. After the funeral, the casket carrying Slim Dunkin's
I mean, why would it though? Don't get me wrong. I dig what he's saying. Y'all know how on obituaries and things like that, they all had a nickname, but why would they? Maybe they didn't call him Slim Dunkin. Maybe his family actually called him something else. Like people who actually knew him probably didn't call him Slim Dunkin. Just like my family, they don't walk around calling me King Don. You feel what I'm saying? So what the hell Dose talk about? And then he say they didn't call him. Well, I think he just needed something to say. I don't know, yeah. Come on, man. Like if we knew who he was, like when he passed, we gonna say Dose. Like his family gonna say, well, you know, Dose a mystery. He dead. Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What does it mean to provide medical
I don't
care
know about that right there, Dose.
It means we never ask patients which side are you on or
Baines traveled through the rapper's old neighborhood as his loved ones said their final goodbyes. Rumors began to spread in the aftermath of Slim Dunkin's passing. Among them was Kibo Gotti, a fellow rapper and once a close associate of Dunkin, was somehow involved. Gotti was an original member of Brick Squad, had a complex relationship with Dunkin and Waka Flocka Flame. What began as a friendship eventually soured into a bitter rivalry. The falling out was not just verbal. It spilled into the streets, leading to physical altercations. One such incident was captured on camera and widely circulated, adding fuel to the fire of their public
tall as hell, boy.
Some in the community and online speculated that their ongoing beef might have escalated to a fatal confrontation. But Kibo Gotti vehemently denies any involvement in Dunkin's passing. In a statement to MTV News, Kibo expressed his disbelief and distress at being implicated. I just don't know what to say right now, Kibo said. What can you say when people are pointing the finger at you, saying you assassinated someone you cared about just because you had a fight? What can you say? What are you supposed to say about something like that? He was my brother.
Dang.
While the rumor mill churned, the official investigation continued. Law enforcement worked to piece together the events of that fatal day, shifting through the speculation to uncover the truth. As the community grappled with its grief, the focus remained on seeking justice for Slim Dunkin, ensuring that the real story behind his untimely passing would come to light. And in the meantime, Slim Dunkin's family begged for answers. There was a break in the case when another local rapper was identified as the alleged shooter. 28-year-old Young Vito, whose real name is Vincent Hardiman, had his name publicly released as the prime suspect in Mario Hamilton's homicide investigation, the police urged Hardiman to turn himself in to authorities, alleging that they had reason to believe he might be in danger of retaliation. The day after Christmas, detectives got a call from Hardiman's attorney saying that he wanted to turn himself in. Young Vito surrendered himself to
They were
Atlanta
looking for that
police
boy
that Monday.
Hey, believe it or not, Slim Dunkin was he was a big figure in the whole Atlanta hip hop, the music scene. But this dude right here, Vito was loved in East Atlanta, bro. Like no cap, like he was Gucci Mane partner, straight up.
Around 3 p.m., he had cut his dreadlocks off and shaved his goatee in an effort to disguise his appearance while he was on the run. He was taken to Fulton County Jail on assassination and gun possession charges as the attorney prepared for trial. In February 2012, the trial officially began. Hardiman's attorney argued that the alleged assassination was actually self-defense, stressing the fact that Slim Dunkin was 9 inches taller than young Vito. According to the initial report, Mario Hamilton took a piece of candy that belonged to Hardiman. A verbal outburst from Hardiman soon followed, and Hamilton began rapping about a man with dreadlocks. Hamilton allegedly rapped, "I'm going to put 2 bullets in his head," and pointing to Hardiman moments before his passing. Hardiman, who had locks at the time, took offense and began swinging at Hamilton. Allegedly, Hardiman then produced a gun and shot Slim Dunkin, saying, "I ain't got time to be playing games." Police never recovered the assailant's weapon
That's
or
crazy.
shell casings. Prosecutors believe someone cleaned up the studio.
So you telling me you swing on him first, right? Now this jacked up right here, bro. He steal your candy. He steal your 9 liters. You feel me? Like, I mean, this is crazy. He take your 9 liters, right? Y'all get into a little verbal altercation. He go in the booth and he say, "A dreadhead, I'ma shoot him in the head 2 times." And you like, I'm the only one in here with dreads. Like, are you talking about me? You know what I'm saying? Then you look up, he pointing at you. So you go swing on him. He proceeds to whoop your ass. And you pull out a gun and kill him. And say, "I ain't got time to be playing." I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about this same way y'all live, bro. But I believe it was deeper than a piece of candy. Straight up.
Police arrived at the crime scene. According to public records, Hardiman had a lengthy criminal record. The jury ultimately acquitted Hardiman of assassination charges, but he was sentenced to aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon
they gave him
and
aggravated
possession
assault.
of a handgun during the commission of a felony.
gave
In
him
handing
aggravated
down the
assault.
sentence on gun charges, the judge alluded to a vicious incident involving Hardiman 8 months before Dunkin's passing. In that case, Hardiman entered an Alfred guilty plea, not admitting guilt, but saying that a prosecutor might find enough proof to convince a jury to convict over accusations that he held a gun on his ex-girlfriend and her 16-year-old daughter.
Oh, he was at trigger happy.
That plea was entered while he was already in jail for Slim Dunkin's shooting. The judge ultimately gave Hardiman a sentence of 25 years in prison for the shooting that ended in Slim Dunkin's passing. Dunkin's father, Mark, was quoted as saying that he was upset with the assailant's acquittal, and "I'm disappointed with that verdict."
Yeah, bro. How was it not murder if he hit Slim Dunkin first? It couldn't have been stand your ground. Like I just said, though, I think when you in the streets, bro, they really don't care. You know what I'm saying? They really don't care, bro. The justice system, all the doctors at the hospital, like they feel like old boy did their job. All right, take it how you want to take it, but that's how I feel. They feel like, hey, he got a criminal off the street and we didn't have to do it. Now we finna get his ass off the street too, but we ain't gonna charge him with murder. We just gonna get him off the street until he, you know what I'm saying, almost an old man. Straight up.
I don't know what the jury saw, but in the end, he got 25 years, and we can have some closure. But that wasn't the end of the legal battle. Hardiman's attorney fought back against the charges, and in 2013, Vincent Hardiman was given the chance to review his charges. Hardiman's defense argued that because he technically hadn't pled guilty to the charges attached to his felony handgun possession, that he should have been indicted for a different, and hopefully lesser sentence. He was invited to give another witness statement on what happened that day in December. According to his testimony, Vincent Hardiman was working at the studio that day.
Okay.
He claimed that when he walked in, no one was running the concession stand, despite several people having grasped treats from behind the counter. Hardiman decided to confront them in the recording booth, asked them to pay for what they had taken so that the studio could continue to offer concessions. According to him, Slim Dunkin responded by pulling out a large wad of 20s and tossing one on the counter. Hardiman told him he would go get his change, but Dunkin told him to keep it, and Hardiman left and put the cash in the till. Hardiman assumed at that point that the confrontation was done, but as he continued to work, one of the producers in the recording area of the studio pulled him to the side, saying that Slim Dunkin and his crew were rapping about him. Hardiman claims that he walked in, and before he could get his words out to defend himself, Slim Dunkin swung at him. They tussled along, briefly before Dunkin's entourage surrounded Hardiman. Dunkin's posse ripped off...
So Dunk hit him first. Okay, we getting down to it now, folks. Damn, Dozy, it took you so long to get to this.
Vito's shirt as they beat him and tried to pull him away from Slim Dunkin.
They jumped on him.
Dunkin and Vito tumbled out into the hallway. Allegedly, Dunkin's friends then began to kick Hardiman. Eventually, Slim Dunkin and Hardiman were separated. Hardiman picked himself up and began searching for his phone, wallet, and keys, while Slim Dunkin's entourage dragged Dunkin back into the recording room. At this point, Hardiman heard Dunkin fighting against his friends as they held him back. And to Hardiman's horror, he realized that Slim Dunkin had a gun. One of Hardiman's friends brought him his bag, which had his own gun that he kept with him for safety. Young Vito rushed around, trying to gather his things, and wondered if he should call 911. But before he could decide, he saw Slim Dunkin heading towards him. Hardiman claimed that he was afraid for his life and meant to let off a warning shot, but the bullet hit Slim Dunkin. At that point, Hardiman claimed that he jumped over the back fence and fled the scene as Mario Hamilton bled out. The case went back and forth, with the judge initially overturning the charges and calling for a retrial.
Oh my God.
But then a later judge overturned the first judge's ruling.
What?
In the end, Hardiman remained in jail, and Slim Dunkin's family successfully sued him and Brick Squad Music Group, LLC, for the passing of Mario Hamilton, for a total of $11 million.
Did they win?
Though his life was cut short,
they sued the label he was signed to. So they sued Gucci and Flock and them for him passing, I guess.
And music of Slim Dunkin live on. His music, filled with passion and honesty, continues to resonate with fans, keeping his spirit alive. He leaves behind his loving parents, Janet and Mark Hamilton, who remember Mario as a loving son and devoted friend.
It be killing me when when the parents be like, he was a loving son and devoted friend. All the while he was a menace. Anyway, man, that was pure nonsense, bro. That was pure nonsense. I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying, tell you guys who to believe or what side is telling the truth. I mean, the jury and judges seem to think that Vito ass need to be locked up for 25 years. So, but that was a while ago. He probably finna get out. Like was that might have been 20 years ago when nah, it couldn't have been 20 years ago. I don't know. May have. I don't know. Anyway, y'all comment down below, man. Like, what year Slim Dunkin lost his life, man? You feel me? I know when it happened though, I was like, man, Slim Dunkin had so much potential, bro. And I think Gucci, man, had took a liking to Slim Dunkin too. And I don't know if this is the reason, but I think, bro, I heard Waka Flocka say him and Gucci fell out because of the Slim Dunkin situation. Flocka just felt like it wasn't handled properly on Gucci's behalf. You feel me? So I don't know, man. All I know is that like, bro, when you got a crazy ego, like money and a crazy ego, bro, equals destruction, bro. You feel me? That's why a lot of times, bro, I thank God that he didn't give me money, you know what I'm saying, when my ego was through the roof, because it's gonna be destruction. Like when you got a lot of money and your ego is you You know what I'm saying? Your cockiness is crazy, bro. Your arrogance is just through the roof. It's gonna be destruction. I think that's what it was, man. I think Slim Dunkin wanted to basically little boy young Vito, bro. And if he would have just threw the 20 on the table, which was very disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? You throwing money at this man. First of all, you pulling out all your money just to get a 20. And then you throwing it at this man. That was very disrespectful. But he didn't leave it at that. They want to rap about the man. And then when the man come and confront you, I don't know who hit who first, but a squabble ensued. You did what I'm saying? And I do believe that they whooped him. They whooped young Vito. That's what I believe. They got on him hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? We Brit Squad. We Waka Flocka boy. You know what I'm saying? They Gucci Mane studio. Gucci rock with us, boy. We Brit. We gonna show you, boy. Candyman. You know what I'm saying? Candyman. We gonna whoop you, Candyman. And he got whooped. And I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think that Dunk was coming at him, bro. I don't think Dunk was coming at him. I think they whooped him. That was it. Oh boy, got his gun. Bow. Busted. And that's what happened. And that's why he got 25 years. Now, he did get acquitted of murder, but they got him with aggravated assault. I don't understand that, man, but I'm not a part of the justice system. Anyway, man, rest in peace, Slim Dunkin, man. Like I said, man, Slim Dunkin, he had great talent. He was better than Waka Flocka, bro. And he was finna go crazy because Gucci was finna put him on that pedestal. Gucci was finna give him a crazy platform, bro. You know what I mean? But lost his life, man. His ego cost him his life, bro. His ego cost him his life. That's crazy. I always thought it was 9 later, bro. But it really was his ego, bro. That's crazy work. But anyway, Mark. Hey, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to sub it up. After you sub it up, make sure you ring that bell. After you ring that bell, make sure you hit all, because I don't need y'all to be missing these banking folk. You feel me? 1900, man. 1900 by the day. 2K, we on the way, man. Road to 10K. The 100K plaque. Y'all know we on the way to get it, man. We might get it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We might get it tomorrow. Gotta manifest that thing, man. Yeah, feel me? And y'all make sure y'all tap in all my other YouTube channels. All links in the description down below. My vlogging channel, my lady channel, and my main reaction channel. Tap in. Going crazy on the daily. Rock out with my gram, King_7. Y'all know we gonna drop that new in a minute. I know I keep saying that, but y'all just stay tuned. We coming. ImperialMillennial.us. You feel me? Mark life or no life. Mark well no way. Y'all know we coming. OTM. We getting straight out the mud, man. I go by Dun. I love y'all. See y'all on the next video. She get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers, I just bust another jewel, got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer, got a £1/4 on me, hey. The trap, doing numbers, the trap.